All right, let's talk about financing your business. So if you have a new venture, you're thinking, how do I get money so that I can go into business so I'm not worried about paying my monthly bills, let's say, or about my startup cost. Now, when you're starting an online business, startup costs are pretty lean usually. It's not a whole lot of money. Maybe a couple $100 could really get you going. Definitely under five, especially if you're not getting any outside help like a coach. Hello, get a coach. But that will cost you a little bit more. So how do you finance this thing? Many of the women I've worked with really want to operate on a shoestring budget. They wanted to really fight for every single dollar and not go into any debt whatsoever to have their business. And I commend them for that. And I absolutely understand that. I think that's something that society shows us, that you should not go into debt over this business because what if it doesn't work out? But you know what? In reality, when I was in the finance industry, I worked with a lot of new businesses and businesses that were fairly well established. And guess what? They did a lot of debt financing, meaning they took on debt to start their business. They took on debt to expand their business without thinking twice about it. So what makes your business so different? Now, I'm not saying you need to take out a loan for $100,000 and go crazy. It's not what I'm advocating. You need to take on the amount of debt that you feel comfortable with. But don't shy away of taking on debt to get your business started and to cover living expenses for a certain period of time. But what does that mean? Do a business plan if you need to. Know how you plan for the money to come in. Have some options on how you're going to pay this off. Now, there's other ways to finance your business too. A lot of people, you may be one of them, have some kind of retirement plan. And I know a lot of women who have started businesses by dipping into their retirement, using that money so they didn't necessarily have to borrow money from anywhere, and really making a go of their business. Being well funded, now I'm going to say not everyone's going to have the ability to be well funded, but being well funded when you're going into business relieves a lot of stress, and it enables you to have all that beautiful creativity come up because your brain's not all stressed out about money. Now that brain power can be released to work on creativity, talking to clients without needing clients, right? There's that different energy, that desperation energy that comes up when you need clients. And you want to be relaxed and you want to really be there to serve someone. So look at all the ways that you can finance your business. I know several people, me being one of them, financed my entire business, not through a loan at the bank, but through a different kind of bank, right? I would always say MasterCard and Visa were my sponsors because I charged everything on credit cards. I essentially lived from one credit card to another credit card until I got to the point where I could start paying them down and pay them off. I wasn't afraid to go into debt for my business, but it can be kind of scary when you're charging everything on credit cards. But if that's one of the ways for you to go into business, be sure that you're okay with that. That again, you have your wealth consciousness, your money mindset in place so it doesn't completely freak you out, right? Another place that you may want to get financing for your business is friends and family. Sometimes they're more than happy to loan you money to get on your way of business. That was also one of the things that I did. I took out a loan from a family member, paid them back before I even paid off my credit cards because I didn't want any drama in my family. So I paid them back before I even paid anyone else, my own credit cards back, to make sure that, like I said, we stayed right with one another. And they felt good about helping me get on the wave with my business. So that also could be an option for you. So look at all the different ways that you can easily access money at this point to start your business. One other way that I would suggest, and I actually have a book recommendation for it, you can also try crowdfunding. And I say I have a book recommendation. I can't remember the name of the book. The author is Jenny Kaysen, Kassan, and she wrote a book all about doing this kind of crowdfunding. And I'm not just talking, let me think of it, a GoFundMe campaign, though you can do that, or a Kickstarter, but actually setting up your company and giving out shares of your company. So that's a whole nother avenue for getting money to start your business. And her book goes through all that, Raising Capital, I believe is the name of the book. So, with that, all those options, discover which one's right for you in this moment as you're in start or expand your business. That I say peace, joy, love to you.